like that.
No,
I ain't got no storage.
Right, yo. But what we talking about though?
No,
Y'all gonna go?
focus on this.
Yeah,
Okay,
go
let's
ahead.
go.
Go ahead. We're
All
going
right,
to get
ready?
it. Get on that. You can talk to him.
All right.
Listen, this is the first episode coming to you live, man, from Wilmington, Delaware. I got a very, very special guest tonight. I'm thankful. We've been trying to get this thing together for the last, I don't know how long we've been trying to get this thing together, man.
Yeah, it's
It's been a lot, man.
Yep,
It's been a lot. What was that? Dell State Homecoming.
Mm-hmm. Howard Homecoming.
Howard Homecoming. I was supposed to drive you down there.
Yeah, right.
It's just been a lot going on. And even today, you know, my camera guy, he on the vacation, on the weekend vacation. So
Interesting.
we just had to make it happen, man, because that's what it's all about, trying to make it happen. All right. And I just want you to introduce to everybody who you are, man. Give everybody a background, because I know who you are. You like family to me. You know, I know your brother. You know your mom. Like, you know my brothers. You know my mom. You know what I mean? Everybody know. I mean, I know who you are, but we putting this out to the world, and this is why I came to you first for my first episode, because your story inspired me to be different. Like I told you before in the club. I don't know if you heard me. I said, man, the way you put it down and put it on growing up, you gave me something to look at differently than the norm, kind of, that everybody kind of tags to, which is kind of like the street life, you know, coming up where we come from. Some of us make it out, but a lot of us get sucked in. I was one of them, unfortunately, but I still did try to do something different. But you, my friend, and many others blazed the trail that this generation up under y'all, like myself, Coolies, Droops, other people, Darius Browns, you know what I mean? Them guys that we all grew up with, like Mike Williams, you know what I mean? It's a lot of young cats that grew up under y'all. So I just want the audience to let us know, let them know who you are, because we need to know who you are. And like I said, I told you, I said, yo, you a big part of the community, and you couldn't believe it. So get the world, man. Give us a taste of where you come from, what school you went to coming up. Just give us the whole biography, man. Just let it go, and let the world know who you are. Because I know who you are, and I know the people you brought with you know who you are also. But this thing is going out to the world, so let's do it, man. Let's go.
Yeah, listen, Sniggy, man. I want to say, man, thank you, man. Like you already said already, you've been on my back for 3-4 weeks now. You know, I didn't know what was going on. Snake, what you doing, Snake? What is this? What kind of backdoor thing we got going on? I didn't know what was happening, man, because, you know, we supposed to do it a couple weeks ago, and you got jammed up. Like, all right. But I want to say thank you again, man, for having me on for your first episode. I'm going to support you. You my man, little brother Albert, my man Larry, little bro, BVD, Bethel Villa, East Side, man.
Come on,
You know what I mean? A little nugget back then.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know who you was, to be honest. When you came up and we took that road trip years ago somewhere. Where we go?
Ocean City.
Oh, you know, yeah?
I think I was the first leg on the driver.
Right.
They asked me, yo, you ready? You ready?
No doubt. That's
We
what
out.
yeah.
And that was the first one.
I thought we went to North Carolina, though.
I missed that.
We went to Ocean City on that trip?
Ocean City. DOC missed that one.
Okay.
Remember that?
It was me, you, SWAT, and Freaks.
Freaks and Sweat.
Not SWAT, Sweater Man.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
Rest
yeah.
in peace, Sweater Man.
So-
East Side legend. Hank the Take is what I call him. You know what I mean? But
Right.
yeah, man, I appreciate you, man, for being able to stick with me. Because a lot of people would have been like, man, nigga, you on some, like you said, like, I think I get blamed a lot because of my street name. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, I ain't that type person. But I gotta take it. I rub it in my chest and I use it for the good. You know what I mean? Because either way, good publicity, bad publicity, as long as you're talking about me, I gotta be doing something, okay?
Gotcha.
Now, when you're talking about me, it's up to me to turn that thing around and, you know, make something positive out of it. So I don't care how you talk about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. But anyway, get back into you, man.
Yeah. So
Get back
thank
into
you.
Yes, sir.
Let's get that out the way. Appreciate it, man. It's something you're doing, and I'm here to support.
Welcome. I
Here
appreciate
to make time and make it happen, man. So as far as I'm concerned, Teron Warren, East Side, born and raised, man. River somewhere. I remember looking out the window in River on 20th Concord Ave with Mom.
All that.
But we were stationed on Kirkwood Street. That's the first station that I can recall.
Okay.
846 Kirkwood Street with Grandma. I'm getting dropped off for whatever reason. I didn't know what was going on back then. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm dropping me off.
Right.
She ain't come back.
Right.
So guess what? Kirkwood was the start.
Yeah.
Leisure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stubbs was the start in Leisure. Then Bancroft, Drew Powell. Rest in peace to Drew Powell. Is gone.
Man, I just took some
Drew
footage
is.
of that thing today. I said, man, I gotta post this. And
Drew gone, Powell still there.
Drew gone, Powell still
Yeah.
there, man. And it's wild you say that. I went to Bancroft, Drew, and Powell. And then it burned down. You remember that? Remember when Powell burned down? I think it was Powell or one of them, and then everybody had to go to Bancroft.
Oh,
This
wow.
was, I was about second
I
grade.
remember that one.
Yeah, that's second grade. We moved to Compton by then. We was up in 824 Town
I
Court.
remember them jump burning up.
Yeah, huh?
Which one burnt?
The one,
Drew was the one going
one
down.
where they closer to BV.
That's Powell.
That's the one that burned down. 'Cause
Really?
I was going to. Okay, I might get mobbed for this, but I know if I call my mom right now or my sister, they gonna know for sure. One of them burnt down. I'm not gonna be for sure, but I know.
And they bring it back to life.
I had to go to Bancroft. I know that for a fact.
It was a
Matter of fact,
major burn.
What was it? The one by BV. Which one?
That's Powell.
Okay, Powell burnt down because I was going to Powell. And if I'm wrong, it was Sarah. I mean, what was the other one? Drew Powell. It
So
was-
when you mean it burnt down,
it
just
burned,
little fire.
Burned down. And
Dang.
I had to go to Bancroft. Everybody that went to that school went
School
to
burnt
Bancroft.
down?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Pull it
I
up.
got my folks in the
Yeah,
back.
Google. We got people here. Get it,
All right, best something,
man,
man.
pull it up, man.
Best something, man. Ain't no joint
A little
burned
BBD
down.
bet? We can do a little 5-10 push-ups on site.
Cash Money Records, baby. Cash Money, YMC, MB, whatever it's called. But yo, yeah, so we gotta look at that one. I don't remember no school burning down.
Okay, well, we can fact check it. That's what it's about. My things ain't straight.
Well, my memory's messed up anyway,
That's
but
all, you
so
know.
we'll win that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the humble beginnings, man. That trail led me up to Gargan Cobbs Middle School. Then we slid to GI.
Okay.
And then
So did you play any sports coming up? Like, what was your thing?
Man, I tried, Snakey, man.
was your
I
thing,
tried.
though? You gotta
They
let us
called
know.
me tall for nothing, man.
Tall for
Yeah,
nothing?
I tried.
So
I
you
tried.
was just
I was whack at basketball from the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, 10. The Kappa League at Bancroft, Mr. Pritchard
Two
was
left
garbage out there trying to do my thing. I remember it, man.
2 left feet?
Something like
I
that.
can
2 left
remember it.
hands,
Yeah.
bad, you know what I mean?
Your brother was
Uncoordinated.
kind of like that.
Yeah, humble beginnings in that end,
Once
man.
upon
But I
a
tried.
time, yeah. I mean,
I
I ain't
tried.
a good guy, but I think he's a great football player. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? If he would have stuck, did something with that. But basketball, when
Yeah,
we was
yeah.
coming home, he was like, uncoordinated. But that's my workout, man. Shout out to Ike, man. That's my workout partner back then. He was the only person, he would wake me up. Yo, Jake, man, come on. You the only one that can work out with me. You know, he's a workout demon.
Right.
That's my man, though. Shout outs to the little bro. But yeah, man, like, so was there any like boys clubs and stuff when you was coming up? Like, take me back to that. Like I guess what you was born in what?
70, 1970, June 23rd.
So around what?
The holiday of the year.
82. What was going on around 82 in Wilmington?
82
man?
was Paul.
Okay.
Mr. Dean.
Okay.
He had the little league there, KBB league, basketball league. That was our hottie out, man. That's where we would go. Right from Betheville, walk 2 blocks down, bang.
Right there.
Less
Boom.
than 2 blocks.
Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. So that was the community joint. 6 to 8, Miss Button. Shout out to Miss Button.
Right.
And she held it down, man. So it was
So-
a great look there for the young boys, man.
So that was say what 40 years ago?
Yeah,
81?
about 38.
'Cause I'm,
yeah,
I'm
38.
that. I was born in
37 years
81,
ago.
so yeah, I'm sure I'm 8, I don't care. But, 40 years ago. So now you've been teaching, right? For how long? Even though I'm jumping ahead, I just want to kind of tie what I'm trying to ask about as like, how do you see the change from what you was in 81 for what it is now in 2022 going into 2023 as a teacher? Like, can you give me like a quick little, like, just give me something that you see as a difference? Just a difference. It can be a big difference, a small difference, anything. Like I said, I just want to tie that in to something else, what's going on.
Accountability and respect.
Now, is that for
So I don't know what I can go with first.
Okay,
From the kids.
okay,
They ain't taking accountability or nothing. You see they do something wrong.
okay.
You redirect them from doing something wrong, and they didn't do it. And I can't recall that at our age 81, 82.
Couldn't articulate it at the time.
Yeah. We did something. We got caught. We had the hat on. You know what I mean? We snuck out the building. You know what I mean? We was in the bathroom shooting dice, pitching pennies.
Right.
We got caught. We didn't snap and say, "Oh, it wasn't me." We got our paddle. We got our phone call home. We dealt with it. Now, it's just staying accountable for nothing, and they ain't got no respect, sir.
So does that?
So they cussing you out. You ain't do it. You doing too much. You riding. D-eating, D. They ain't saying the word.
They saying that right now.
They saying the word, yeah.
Are you serious?
So,
Like, that's the disrespect, the levels of disrespect going
just
on?
totally just off the chain.
And I asked you that because you're 81, right? Like I said, I was coming into the earth, and my mother, she retired from being a school teacher. You understand what I'm saying? So throughout my career, I would see, like, even when I got out of school and she still was teaching, right? She used to be like, man, these kids is disrespectful. Hitting her in the head, not on purpose, not all the time, but they might hit her in the head with a dodgeball, little stuff. But it wasn't as how you coming at it right now. And that was probably like, she retired, she been retired for about 15 years. So you gotta think, that was probably 20-some years ago when she was telling me that, 25 years ago. So even to now, you saying they using what? You D-riding.
D-riding.
You serious?
Yeah,
That's the language going
extra,
on right now?
too much. Busting me. You know what I mean?
It's a different, basically, like you said, accountability and respect. Yeah. It's a lot of it lacking.
And then, I'm going to say this right online, man. It's people from our community, man. It's people from our community.
I know.
It's parents. And I got a former student to the left, man. We'll talk about her maybe in a little bit.
Okay.
But,
for sure.
Yeah, so, when you call home, Mr. Warren, you doing too much. My daughter said you did this too.
Wow.
My son said you did this.
Wow.
And that's something that we didn't have in the 80s. You know what I mean? When we did it.
Right.
It wasn't no question. My son, Teron said you did this, Mr. Dean. Nah. So now everybody has a voice.
Everybody has a voice.
Everybody has a voice. And we see that in society today, you know what I mean?
For sure.
So, it's trickling down to the education system, to the school system. Yeah. And, they believe in the kids. The kids can come home and say they didn't do it. And the parents say, well, my daughter don't lie.
They do that.
Yeah, they don't lie. And she said she didn't do it.
She said she didn't do it.
Well, I saw what I saw.
Right.
And I'm not going to just call you because your daughter was sitting there doing her homework.
Exactly. Or
doing her classwork. I called you because I saw something. It got out of hand. I need support to make it right. But nah. So, Mr. Warren, you wrong. So it make you think, hold on, maybe something wrong with me. Maybe I didn't see it.
Right.
I'm questioning my views, what I heard.
Right.
Happens more often than not, man.
Wow.
It's a shame, man.
It's a sad situation.
Yeah, sad.
So how many people that you think is like in the fight with you? Because it seems like you, and I know you are, but like I say, people that don't know who you are, like I know you fighting and stuff, but what is it more? Do you need more help from your comrades that you're working with, or is it the higher ups, or is it the kids?
Start at the crib, Jiggy.
Okay.
Start at the crib, man.
Okay.
If mom and dad is allowing you to talk back to teachers, allowing you not to turn your homework in, allowing you not to go to class on time, when you say they're late, and you clock the time and you shut the door and you just keeping track, you shut the door, we locking it down.
Right.
I want to see who's out in the hallway and I want to give them their consequence. And, it's just too much nowadays. In 2022, it's too much, you know what I mean? Let them in. Let them in. Don't document it. Don't, you know what I mean? Let them rock out is what I call it.
It's 2022, man. It's 2022, man. It's a different alignment, man. So I'm glad you gave us a good, man, great background of who you are. And I kind of want to switch lanes to something. And I want to see your take on it, because I know you like a thinker, like myself and a lot of, people, we think, and we got a lot of things in common. And I want to throw this at you. I want to see what it do to you, right? What do you think about our city, Wilmington, Delaware, labeled as Murder Town, USA?
I think it's a bunch of foo-foo propaganda, man. You know what I mean? I know the so-called numbers add up per capita, per mile, that, we got, a lot of murders going on. But no, I think that was just some old media hype. Somebody hashtagging, trying to, troll. They they say, and just bring up something that, you know, really ain't true.
Right.
I disagree with it.
Right.
I disagree with it. Number wise, I guess it does add up. I don't know. I'm into that part, but no, I disagree with it. I don't like the tag at all.
But how do you see? Okay, let me ask you this question. Same thing. How do you see that since they named us that? Because I moved to Florida recently, and I've been down there for the past 6-7 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I use that like, yo, look up where I'm from. We from Wilmington, Delaware. Not that I'm claiming it like that, but people don't know where we from. I even got to say our president is from, you know, Wilmington, Delaware, or Delaware. You know what I mean? You're president, and they don't even know that. They be like, what? You know what I mean? That's everywhere I go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you travel a lot. We travel a lot, so I be asking those type questions. But how do you think that tag affected our youth?
I think it affected our youth a lot because, you know, the youth jumps on something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They jump on that, and, you know, they want to keep the name going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we from small Wilmington, Delaware, we're from small Delaware, well, let's keep it going because, you know, we got the props, you know what I mean? If they think we murder town, then we got respect,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
sure.
You know, Philly up the road, New York, a couple of doors down.
Yeah, Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore, right. So they think we, you know, we
in
making
the mix.
something happen.
We in the mix.
We in the
So
mix.
You come down here, and, you know,
We ain't having that.
You might
Murder
get left
town,
down
USA.
here. You might get left down here if you
Yeah.
come down. And it's been like that, though. It's been kind of creepy, but like you said, I feel like it's propaganda also. It'd be a lot of stuff going on, but it ain't like, I don't believe it's just we so small, like per capita. So it's like if something happened, say a murder happens to, say such and such John from South Bridge, everybody in the room gonna know somebody that know him,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's his aunt, his uncle, his mom, his cousin. So we gonna know somebody, so it's always gonna touch us a little deeper and a little closer. I think that's where the numbers get kind of skewed at. The numbers are true, you can't lie with the numbers, but it's like, it ain't bad like Chicago, Philly, because they bigger, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they getting down every night, you know what I mean? Like here, it might be like one over here, then it might be another one 2 weeks later. It's not a good thing, but for us to be tagged as Murder Town, USA, like I feel as though like the timing of that was like a lot of political. Everything is got a political side in it anyway. But I'm thinking like that. My opinion, I think they use that as a political ploy, like with Biden. I got to go back to the time frame of when Biden became in office and when they dropped that. Mm-hmm. You think they dropped that before Biden came to office? I think they dropped Murder Town USA before Biden came to office. So it was all a setup. Yeah. I'm DJing. I'm Bart. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, but I think that was more or less of a political ploy than anything for him to kind of. I mean, look at it. He ran his whole, you know, what he did the TIS thing, the sentencing order, Biden. You know what I mean? So he's all about crime. So I think that was the curve on that. But let's talk about. Tell me about Let's Roll Productions, man.
It's a great question.
Tell me about Let's Roll Productions, man. Let's get into that. Let's get into the little fun part of T. Warren, man. Let's see the fun part of T. Warren, man, because this is my guy. Hold on. Because when I see this guy, he's always, what we doing? I'm like, man, I need that energy when I get that. You know what I mean? Like, I need that.
Right.
And wherever you get it from, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's infectious. It gives everybody a good time. Nobody's around you on no negative BS. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at. You know, I've always been like that, like I said. But, you know, unfortunately, you know, being in, you know, certain situations or whatever, my name and all that, it gets all mixed up. But that's another story. But let's talk about Let's Roll Productions, man. And how was, let's say, Dell Stay Homecoming, excuse me. How was Dell Stay Homecoming? I see you brought your RV out. Talk about the RV.
Yeah, man. Let's go back to Let's Roll, man.
Let's roll.
Yeah, let's kick that off, man.
Let's roll.
Back in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back in like 01.
Okay.
01, 02 in that area, man. Listen, we seen the video from Snoop Dogg. We seen the video from Snoop Dogg in Brazil.
Okay.
And one of my guys went down there a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to go to Brazil, man, and be like Snoop Dogg, man. Beautiful video.
Wow.
One of my guys told me about it, so I put something on paper.
Yeah.
and Let's Roll production was born.
Production.
I wish I had the first flyer, man. First trip
Wow.
was to Rio de Janeiro, man.
In 2001, you said?
2001,
This thing been running for almost 20
Yeah, that's when I had
plus.
one phone number. That's when I had one phone.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, we started off with Rio de Janeiro, man, going out there I went 4 years in a row counting.
Wow.
After that one trip.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we got into the Essence Music Fest. And that kicked us all real crazy too. So that's when I got the 2 phones.
Okay.
And you know, Let's Roll was really born because I had got a phone number for Let's Roll because the one phone wasn't enough.
Okay.
And then Essence been rolling and NBA All-Star Weekend.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Caravana Fest.
Right.
So we just rolling with that, man. And you know, as far as what you said, as far as why, how, the energy. I give it up to my grandma. Man. My grandma said, you know, live life.
Okay.
Live life.
Okay.
You know, do what you want to do, Teron. You know what I mean?
Right.
Be young, inspire people. You know what I mean?
And you doing it, brother.
And so you know, I'm trying to live every day out, man. Health is wealth. Without health, you can't make these moves. You can't do it. So I'm gonna give that up to God for keeping me healthy to be able to walk, talk, and move like I do. And, you know, just trying to live every second out, man, doing the right thing. We all do some dumb stuff, you know what I mean? We all fumble the ball. Ain't nobody perfect. But, you know, realizing those mistakes you make, recover from the mistakes, and keep it moving, man. So that's Let's Roll in a nutshell, man. Essence Music Fest next year, 2023. Got the flyer on. Hey, upside down.
Yeah, plug that.
Yeah, so we're going back in 2023.
Okay.
We started in 05, Snakey.
Okay.
And we had to go at least. We ain't go every year since 05, but I at least got 12 in me.
At least 12.
Yeah. Went to Houston. When it was in Houston, we went to Houston.
Yeah.
When he had the Hurricane Katrina, had to shut it down. So we're just gonna keep rolling, man.
Right.
Keep living, man.
That's what's about.
You know, staying in the bed, staying in the house. Nah, I want to get out. I want to see things. I want to see the world, man.
That's why I said you was different.
Yeah.
That's why I said you were different, because a lot of us in our cities, in our little cities across the country, we get stuck in this bubble and be scared to even go out our block. You know what I mean? Like we don't even want to go to 7-Eleven or Wawa. We cool with going to Ray's, Taffy's, Rashes, the Getty. We think that's eating good. Sometimes you gotta just go outside our box a little bit. And like I said, you showed me that, hey man, you go outside your box and still be who you are wherever you are. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tap into that because not only Let's Roll Productions is in country. I mean, you and Tony Yayo, man, y'all need to you need to get a chain because your passport is heavy. You know what I mean? Yeah, so talk about your passport game and how traveling, or let the community know what has traveling abroad done for your, I guess, brain. I guess when I say you're getting culture, cultivating, or you know what I mean? I'm trying to say how did it nurture who you are right now.
That's a heck of a question, Snake. Heck of a question. And I want to just rewind a little bit because you did bring up passport. It's kind of crazy. We got the background here and how this happened, and how you bring the passport up too. Because I lost my passport.
Talk about it.
In Belize.
We here
this year.
Come on.
And I just got my new one in yesterday. So when you to bring the passport up, I just got a brand new one in, 10-year joint. I lost my joint in Belize this year, man. It hurt. That was a hurt piece. Had to sit there extra day, go to the embassy, fill out paperwork, pay $150.
All that.
Yeah. It just damaged the whole trip. Belize was incredible, but I lost my passport the last day there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a whole different story. But
So
for you to bring a passport and me just get a new one yesterday.
Just because this is the first episode don't mean that you ain't coming back. You understand what I'm saying? You be back.
Word.
You be back.
But that question, what has traveling done?
And tell the audience what it does for them when you travel. Not even in state, but try to get a chance to travel abroad. And before you answer the question, I want to say, because that's what one of my missions was when I was coming up playing ball. I looked at how Kobe and his dad, when he played overseas, and how Kobe got all that culture. He loved soccer. He loved the different languages. So when I was playing ball in college, I didn't really care about the NBA. I wanted to just get money overseas, right? Or go overseas. That was their league minimum, right? I was going to get that league minimum because the formula that I know what it take to get overseas, right? Playing ball. So, my goal was to raise my kids over there. You know what I'm saying? To teach them different culture and stuff. So I guess that was my little story, but I want you to tell the people what it does for them actually, because you actually been to, I don't know how many countries you've been to, brother. I done lost count.
Yeah.
You need to pull your passport out for real.
Yeah,
because you and Tony Yayo.
Oh, Tony Yayo get it in like that?
They get it in.
Oh, yeah? I didn't know that.
Yeah, y'all up there. So,
I'm following.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
probably got more than me, most definitely.
I don't know, bro.
Straight up, huh?
I don't know. You go there. That's why I say the people that, you know, y'all guys, and there's so many of you guys, man, that help me be who I am anywhere I go on the map. But go ahead, I want you to get that question out.
That question, man, what has it done, man? It opened up a whole new lane because you said it earlier, like we stuck here. So then, you know, I go to these countries and I go to these places and there's so many people and they ain't got the hate, they ain't got the jealousy, the enviness that we have in this small town called Wilmington, Delaware.
Okay.
They doing what they doing, you know what I mean? They got support, they giving, they happy to see you do it. They want to support what you got going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? You see that. Then you go to the back blocks of Cuba. You know what I mean? 2 in the morning, and you walking, you seeing how they living. You look inside their house.
The real jungle.
Yeah, and it's like a beat up bed,
Real
pissy
jungle.
bed. No disrespect, but I saw this.
Talk about it.
I saw this. You know what I mean? The toilet system that they have in the favelas in Brazil. You know what I
Even
mean?
they're farming.
Yeah,
They can't
man.
go to no
The
corner
steps,
store.
the backdoor ghetto. You know, I'm by myself, and I'm seeing how they moving, and they speaking to me, and they treating me a certain kind of way, and I'm safer over there than I'm in my back corner block of 846 Kirkwood Street where I grew up at, and I walk freely, and people say hi. And I'm late night, and people that go with me, I ain't gonna mention no names.
Okay.
T1, why you going out late night? Why you going out with your 2 phones? Why you going out with the wristwatch on? And I'm like, look, man, we good here, man. We good. We safe. And I'm not no Superman. I'm saying, nah, I can't get taken out, but I feel that safety. I feel that environment where ain't nothing gonna happen to me.
Are we covered?
Where I don't
by God?
feel here.
We covered.
Yeah, we covered, you know what I mean? And, you know, I've been learning over the years. Now I slow down a little bit, but that's what I have saw. That's what I have witnessed, how they live and how fortunate
We are.
yeah, we get mad because of what? You know, our light went out, you know what I mean? Or they hit us with a $20 fee for not paying our bill on time. We get mad about that, you know what I mean? We ain't get the girl that night. Our football team ain't cover the spread.
Talk about it.
You know, we get mad on nonsense like that, but then
now.
when you see how they moving, you know what I mean? Nah, none of that stuff count, man. That don't even matter.
Nah, I don't.
You know what I mean? The
don't.
third world, they can't do what they want to do when they want to do it. And they looking at us like we gods.
Yeah, man.
When you go to them other countries, we gods, man.
I was just talking about that before I got here. We gonna touch it. Brazil, that part. When we ain't go, but just that's what I was talking about before we got here. Like you saying, we gods over there. You know what I mean? I was just thinking about that, but that's an off-camera, behind the scenes.
Yeah, we can elaborate on it a little bit.
You know Brazil?
Brazil, huh?
You elaborate on a little Brazil? How was Brazil? How was that?
Brazil was amazing. That's my
Talk
best.
about
That's my best trip ever. I love Brazil, man. I would continue to go back there. I'm trying to see the whole world.
Okay.
But Brazil, I would continue to go back. I'm thinking about going New Year's, thinking about it, but I wanted to try something else. To be honest, I want to see some other stuff. But yeah, Brazil is incredible, man.
And I'm
the people, the beaches, the scenery, the back blocks, all that stuff, man. You know what I mean? It's just an incredible feel, man. The food, beautiful, man. Incredible trip, man. Incredible. You know what I mean? I said the women was great too. Nice women, beautiful women.
Beautiful women.
For some reason.
Beautiful women.
You know what I mean? And
Beautiful.
it is what it is, man.
Beautiful.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful women.
Beautiful. Look at the video. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg and Pharrell. Beautiful.
Hey, I just want you
Yeah,
to
Google
know
that junk, man. It is what it is. But
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. So to answer the question and you know, keep it moving, just seeing, witnessing how other people move, how we move here, how far behind we are, and how fortunate we are right here in Wilmington, Delaware, man. A lot of people don't know that.
Facts.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't, because they don't go nowhere to even appreciate what they got. You understand?
Facts.
They wanna. I came up with something the other day. I think I was in the club and I hit the guy when I said, "Man, people want to maneuver the manure so much they don't know how to move." You know what I mean? It's like I don't even got to curse, but I'm telling you, it's a bunch of BS going on around here, and you still stuck in it. Just get up out of here, bro.
Right.
And come back. You come back anytime you want.
Yep.
Tickets cheap. I mean, it getting high now because, oil done went up. So, the barrel done went up. So, the ticket gonna go up. Anyway, let's touch into, I got something, man, that's real near and dear to both of us. A legend. Good man. Family man. Homecoming was just here.
Oh, man.
What would your boy, Newt, what would he be doing at that homecoming this year with you right now?
And he be waking us up, number one.
Okay.
Waking us up with his bull, banging on the RV. Last year he had the Benz, Marseille, whatever he got, the doors go up out front.
Right.
He pulls up with the joint in front of the RV, bangs on the door. We popped the shot. It's on the internet. You can see his last shot with us. Right. You know what I mean? Then he went outside and let all the football guys, all the students, everybody amazed and go crazy over his car. You know, he sat there and watched it. You can get it. You can be like me. You know what I mean? Get your education. Giving out his 2 cents. All the people walking by, just you know how Newt is, man. Newt is Newt, man. You know what I mean? Center of attention. Had to be on him. You know what I mean? And that's who he was, man. I love him, man. Miss him. And Snake is crazy. You bring that man up because not only him, a couple other people that died around me. You just don't think they gone.
Not like that.
Not like that. Like, come on, he gonna pop up.
Not like that.
He about to come through the doors, but he ain't coming through those doors,
that
man.
That was a shocker.
That was
a
he
tough
ain't walking through the doors. You know what I mean? Like, damn, not him.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Not him.
That was a tough one. He was a big gap, a big bridge, and that's why I said, like, I gotta get y'all on here because, man, I gotta cherish y'all. I gotta cherish me because every day is you just don't know. You just don't know how it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? He just traveling, going up and down the road, and stuff happen. You know what I mean? But I know, like I said, I got a story I want to share about him. And I'm going to let you share one of your little hood stories about him, a younger story, because I know you got a million of them. But I got one about him that I will always share. Between him and my brother, it was the most epic fight. Yeah, I guess it's negative. It was the most epic fight in Compton. I think I had to be about 7 or 8, 2 little short, fat, stocky, east side boys. I mean, it was like Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield Jr. out there. You know what I'm talking about? Getting it. You never heard it? I'm giving it to you now. So they getting it. I'm like, get him, Bags. You don't understand, because he came to my house. So Bags got to defend the house. I'm going to give it a tie, because I'm a realist. I'm going to say they were, but guess what they did when they got up? They shook hands.
Are you serious?
They shook hands, and that was that. Because that's how we got down in Compton. You feel me? Like, we'll fight. Like, I was in the ring one time. They put me in the ring. Like, I was trying to run out and everything, crying. They like, no, you got to fight. And when you get done, you shake hands.
Straight up. Huh?
Straight like that. So that's my story with Newt, man. And like I say, I got 1,000 of him. He was a great dude, great motivator. And you right there on the lines of him. And I want to give you not your flowers that everybody's saying. I'm going to give you your stripes. You know what I mean? Because generals get stripes. And this thing here is no stains. This is you got a stripe on your belt for me, on your, right here, your heart for me. I don't want to know flowers. Flowers is when you did and all that, in my opinion. Don't give me no flowers. Give me soup while I'm sick. Don't bring me flowers to my funeral. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give you a stripe. And everybody that's come up on here, you're going to get a stripe and a salute that, like I say, you are a pillar in our community. You're like the last Jackson Street Boys Club. You're like the last, what else is not around? You know what I mean? Like, you're an institution. This is what I tell my guys when I come around in Wilmington, certain people, I'm like, yo, we're the last of the institutions that these kids don't have right now because we had it growing up. We had after school programs. We had the boys clubs. We had the sports. We could go to the computer room after school. You know what I mean? We can do, like, I got a scholarship for bowling, like, all types of stuff. They don't have it right now. All they got is $1 and a dream and social media. You know what I mean? If you ain't getting no like, then you a lame, basically. So, but yeah, that was my story, man, with Newt, man. Like I said, you're a great man, T. Warren, Big Ox, man, and I appreciate you coming here and blessing this thing for me, the first episode. And shit, give me one more story with Newt, man. I think that people want to hear that.
Right. I want to touch on the Newt thing real quick. I got a couple things for you, man.
Okay.
You know, and you keep on, you know, talking about it earlier, and I'm gonna come back to what you just said as far as giving stripes. You know, when Newt passed, you know, that was an abundance of love and respect for that man.
Yes, it was.
That he didn't necessarily get when he was around.
Right.
People was going crazy. You was here.
Crazy.
That man didn't get that when he was
He wouldn't
around.
get it when he was here.
So once again, thank you for having me on, man, your first show. Straight up.
Appreciate
That
you,
means a
brother.
lot, man.
Appreciate
So thank you for the
brother.
stripe on that. I'm gonna put that in there.
For sure.
As far as, you know, the homecoming look, man, and what happened, and I'm gonna get on my favorite story. Can't give it all. I gave a little bit on the stage. They was mad at me about, you know, people was mad at my speech at the funeral.
Yeah, give me a little taste. Give me a little taste.
Yeah. So, but we'll get to that. But as far as the homecoming, we put a big poster up. I don't know if you see on the gram where we put a big poster. When he took the mic from me at Dell State Homecoming 2014 and ended my career as far as my DJing and MCing and shouting people out.
Right.
That was a classic picture, man. We blew it up, man. It was a great representation of my man.
Yeah.
Right there, waking us up.
Yeah.
Receipts,
Yeah.
2014.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
that was a great thing, man.
That's
Great thing.
standard.
We missed him last week. We gave a shout out to him last week, man. And hopefully, you know, we remember we've been to the school 3 times
Okay.
to cut hair.
Okay.
You know, his incentive of cutting hair,
Yeah.
BED is over there
Yes.
cutting hair 3
Yes.
separate times.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna continue to do that. We hope that other barbers jump on and do that. Excuse me, at Warner and cut those kids' hair and be a pillow for those kids, man, for they can go in that building.
Yes, sir.
And the barbershop that he created is a decked out barbershop, Snake, too. You should check it
I'm
out.
gonna go check it out.
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah,
go check
check it out.
Just give me the
Yeah.
link, the line, the address, and I'm on that.
Right.
covered.
My stories with Newt, man. Good
Give
Lord.
me something.
Good
Give
Lord.
us something. Give us
Good
something.
Lord. We gotta keep it, you know, PG.
You can. You the teacher. Someone you.
You gotta keep it
Right.
PG.
You
They
the
was mad at me, like I said at the funeral. I ain't even give y'all what. Yeah, man, I could have gave y'all some real work. But I'm gonna tell you my favorite thing, and I was gonna say at the funeral.
Come on.
Newt got me to my first Super Bowl back in 2007.
07.
I went to the Super Bowl in Arizona.
Arizona.
And it was on Newt's back.
Was that Pittsburgh?
No, it was in Arizona.
I know.
No,
who was
okay,
there?
it was
Pittsburgh and...
New England and New York Jets.
Okay, no, the Giants.
Giants,
not
Giants,
undefeated.
yeah.
Were they undefeated?
It was the
The
undefeated
undefeated Patriots?
Yep. I was at that game, yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
You was trying to
It was
chase history.
Patriots minus 14 and a half.
You was chasing history.
Yeah. And he got me there real quick, man.
That's
I
what's
wanted
up.
to say this at the funeral.
That's what's up, man.
He got me there because a former student in the background,
Okay.
you know what I mean? We got a former student in the building.
Talk about it.
A former student's mom went to Philly to a party, won Super Bowl tickets at the party in Philly somehow. Some raffle was going on.
Wow.
She don't like football. She don't watch football.
Pass them
She
on.
comes home and says, "Well, I don't want to go."
Super Bowl.
Yeah. She had 2 tickets.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. She ain't really want to go.
Right.
She don't watch football.
Right.
She said she'd go, but somebody got to go with her.
Wow.
Guess who she called?
Let's roll.
She did.
Okay.
But guess who she called
First, Newt.
She called Newt
Dog.
first.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
She called Newt
He know
first.
she knew he can use them things.
Yeah, she called Newt first.
She knew he can use them.
Newt ain't answer.
So who was the second call?
She called
Okay.
Richard Leroy, I
He
think
didn't
second.
answer.
He didn't answer.
So you was the third.
I was in third, and Reggie World, the principal, was fourth.
Okay.
But I was third place.
Okay.
I answered the phone. Now, this was still former student of mine, student of mine's mom, Miss White. Shout out to Miss White.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She came through.
Yeah.
I answered the phone. She said, "T. Warren, you know, boom, baby, I want these tickets. You want to go? Absolutely.
That's what
Free no charge. Absolutely, yes. What I gotta do?" She said, "All I gotta do is just take on the shopping spree when we get out there." Absolutely, I'll go. Yes.
That's right.
I said, "But damn," I said, "Yo, who you call first?" She said, "Well, I called Newt first." I'm like, "If you call him for, you would have called me first." So I'm mad. Like, oh, what if you didn't answer the phone?
Right.
He would have went.
He would have went.
Yeah.
It's
So
over.
we told him the story afterward. he called like maybe the next day. I'm like, yo, I got that ticket, homie.
Yeah.
So he probably, he called me. We snapping up. We going back and forth.
Right.
Nah, gotta answer the phone, good brother.
It's over, man.
Answer
Gotta
the phone.
pick up, man.
So yeah, man,
That's
shouts
love.
out to Newt for
Shouts
not
out.
answering the phone. Miss White for offering me the ticket, and the rest is history. The crazy thing about it, real quick, like I said earlier, New England Patriots minus 14.5.
Wow.
That was back in the day when I did my little betting.
Yeah, you bet.
I lost like 25, man, because I took the Patriots.
You felt like Ace from Casino, huh? You thought you was running the numbers, huh?
Yeah.
Yards per
that's
play.
no-
You thought the yards per play was gonna get you over.
So God, look, man, I got a free trip, but guess what? I think I paid for it at the end, baby.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that's my story with man Newt, man.
That's what's
Lucky
up.
man,
Rest
when I
in
answer the
peace,
phone, man.
man.
Miss you, big dog.
Sleep in peace,
But
Newt,
yeah,
bro.
give the people the stripes, man. Forget the flags and stripes,
all
man.
stripes.
Thank you.
All stripes.
It's documented.
It's documented. Day one, episode 1, man. So before we close out, you and Newt and a lot of people that I came to for something else stepped up and did something for me on the behalf of a person that's in prison. Y'all put your name on the line, and him and Newt was like, and they still connected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I talk to him often, but y'all did something, man, for that guy, man, and it might get him home.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all stepped up, where a lot of people stepped away.
Yeah.
Y'all
we
use
talked about
your
that.
platform and put y'all name on the line. You know what I mean? For somebody that's been politically, I believe, politically ostracized in the judicial system. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I want to thank you. That's another reason I'm giving you your stripe, because you didn't have to do that for that guy. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about Bruce Stewart. You wrote the character letter for him, as well as I did and Newt did as well. And a plethora of other good young men, women, political women, you know what I mean? And I just want to thank you for that, because a lot of people will forget about you in them places like that. You know what I mean? And a lot of people will distance themselves when something comes up. A lot of people won't step up and take on a challenge, but they will want somebody to do it for themselves or their people. You know what I mean? And like I say, I just want to thank you again for that, because you've done so much stuff for me, bro, without just been one phone call. Just let's roll. Let's do it. It ain't no hesitation, time, place, and that's rare. I can't even get that from family. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of family. So it's like a lot that I want to thank you for, and I'm going to continue to thank you for. Like I said, just because it's the first episode don't mean it's the last one you'll be on, because the world needs what you got and what you've already had that's been bottled up, because a lot of people don't know you, T1. A lot of people don't know you. A lot of people don't know me, right? But we trying to change that today and beyond, right?
Wow.
So that way we can help out our community, because we are the last institutions in our community. You know what I mean? Regardless, look at how they rebuilding all that stuff at Riverfront and behind South Bridge. That's all for gentrification. We know that. You know what I mean? It's nothing really for our. And when I say our people, I mean people that's in that poverty class, the caste system. It could be white, Chinese, black, Hispanic. It doesn't matter. If you not popping, you over there. Yeah. Basically, if you popping, you over here. So that's the difference. But like I said, I just want to thank you, man, before I let you go. You've been definitely a blessing, a beautiful interviewee. And just give all the people, I guess, your social sites, what you got coming up. I see you got the chess tournament coming up on the 12th.
Yeah.
I might got to stop. If I'm in town, I'm leaving Wednesday, but I probably don't be back, so I ain't even going to just cap. But you got the chess tournament. What else you got coming up? Let the people know what you got coming up. What you got going on.
Thank you for bringing that up, man. Chess on the Square 7, man. Working with Trippy Congo, Council President Trippy Congo, and Ms. Lisa Flash.
Okay.
We got Chess on the Square Part 7 is going in the library, right next to Riley Square, the old Riley Square. Okay. It's going to be at the library. We went to the library this Saturday, not today, of course, but next Saturday, rather, November 12th from 10 to 5. Okay. So we're asking that anybody that is good at chess, want to learn the game of chess, the so-called professionals at chess, come on out. We got all levels. Beginners, grade 3 to 5, 6 to 8, 9 to 12, expert level, trophies, medals, food, free no charge, rated Just clocks the whole nine, man. Just come on out next Saturday.
You said where is it at?
Wilmington Library, 10 East 10th Street.
Okay.
The address is 10 East 10th Street, Wilmington, Delaware, right next to Rodney Square.
Right next to Rodney Square,
Yep.
November 12th,
Yep.
man. And you got your barbershop.
Yeah, we got the 15th annual Coat Drive, Christmas Eve. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 15th.
Okay.
15th annual Coat Drive, Christmas Eve, right at the BBD Barber Salon. We're gonna give away coats and jackets to those less fortunate to kids for the 15th time. That's a great accomplishment, I believe.
Amen.
Doing it for so many years, being consistent with it. We're gonna try that and do it, make that happen. And of course, we got the Essence Music Fest next year. We got the 15th annual Shoe Drive in April. We're gonna keep on moving, man. As long as God can let us do it, man, we're gonna do it. And keep it moving, man. You know, just and Grandmom, G-Mom said it's always better to give than to receive, man. I gave it up to her for giving me that nugget right there.
Shout out to G-Mom.
G-Mom, 846 Kirkwood, right?
That's right. Shout out to G-Mom, man.
846, we still there too.
Yeah.
Mel's still there.
Yeah. So what you think? You said, I heard you say Trippy. I'm gonna let you go. What you ever think about running for some type of city council?
Absolutely not, to be honest. Nah.
Had to slide that. Had to slide that.
Absolutely not. I get that question at least once, twice a week, maybe. You know what I mean? Do it till you want to try it now. It ain't my formula, man. I want to be real. I can't stop the gun violence. I can't stop the time. You know, I can't. Come on, we talking that just to get in play and to do what I want to, man. Sure. It's publicity stuff. We can do some work. I could probably do some work, but nah, it really ain't.
If the right person was in, would you get in? Like, say if I ran for mayor and got it.
Would I come along with you?
Would you deal with
it? Yeah. Matt Myers is my man, man. I'm down with Matt Myers. He's a good dude, man. Me and Newt talked about it.
He's a good
Matt Myers. Chris Trippy's my man.
Yes, he's a good dude. I deal with
I got a couple people I love, man. Miss Michelle Harley shouts out. You know what I mean?
I just wanted to throw that out there, man, because I think you'll suit the bill, man.
I hear that all the time, Snake. I hear it all the time.
I think you'll suit the bill because you got the best of both worlds, and that's what we need. That's why I'm here, because I can go over here, I can go over there, I can go anywhere. I can swim, I can ski dive, I can do it all. Yeah. I don't even know what ski dive is. I just made that up. You know what I'm talking about? I just made it up, but I can do it. You know what I mean? Because my grandma said I could. We gonna close on that, man. Hey, man, this No Stains episode 1. Cut it, man. Cut it.